Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the time value of money. So, the time value of money is a very important concept in financial management. Okay, the value of money which will be different from time to time. So, the main important factor which will affect the value of money is time. That means if you receive rupees 100 today is more valuable than rupees 100 received after 1 year. Okay, this is the concept of time value of money. That means present money is more valuable than the future money. In other ways, we can say that whatever we receive after 1 year will be lesser value in today. Okay, we can discuss the concept in detail. See, we know that 100 in hand today is more valuable than 100 received after a year. We will not part with 100 now if the same sum is repaid after a year. Okay. So, but we might part with 100 now if we are assured that 110 will be paid after at the end of the first year. That means we will be ready to part rupees 100 now if you are assured that you will receive 110 after an year. This additional compensation, that is 10, is the additional compensation which is required for parting rupees 100 today is called interest or the time value of money. Okay. It is expressed in terms of percentage per annum. Here, the difference in the time value is 10%. That is the interest rate. Okay. Money should have time value for the following reason. Money can be employed productively to generate real return. In addition, in an inflationary period, a rupee today has higher purchasing power than rupee in the future. Due to uncertainties in the future, current consumption is preferred to future consumption. The three determinants combined together can be expressed to determine the rate of interest as follows. Okay, so the time value of money is a combination of these two. Okay, real interest rate or return plus expected rate of inflation. So one more factor is that is risk premium to compensate for uncertainty. Okay, these three elements together constitute the nominal or the market rate interest. Then time value of money can have a compounding effect and also a discounting effect. So what is compounding? So we are trying to find out the future value of a cash spent today. Okay, or an amount invested today. What will be the future value? This future value is referred to as compounding value, or it is called the process of computing the future value is called compounding. Okay, so what is discounting? Discounting is the just opposite of this. That is, we are going to find out the value of money which is received after an year today. That is, we are calculating the present value. Simply we can say that compounding is calculating the future value and discounting is calculating the present value. Okay. Now we are discussing what is future value of single cash flow. So it is a process of process to determine the future value of lump sum amount invested at one point of time. Okay, future value is equal to present value into 1 plus I raised to n. So that is actually raised to n. Okay. Now where future value of initial cash flow after n year, that is FV. PV is the initial cash outflow. I is the rate of interest. Instead of this, you can also use the formula like PV into 1 plus K raised to n. That also we can K is used for denoting interest rate. Okay, n is the life of the investment, and 1 plus I raised to n, that is future value of interest factor, that is called a FVIF, that we can locate from the present value table or future value table. Okay. So we can see an example. A fixed deposit scheme of Punjab National Bank offers the following interest rate. Period of the deposit rate per annum, that is 46 days to 179 days, 5%, 180 to 1 year, 5.5, 1 year and above 6%. Now see, an amount of rupees 15,000 invested today for 3 years will be compounded to, the formula is FVN is equal to present value into 1 plus I raised to n, then PV into FVIF, that is 6,3, then it will be that the value is located from the future value table, then present value into 1.06 raised to 3. So the result will be like this, 17,861. This is the way by which we can calculate the future value of the amount invested today. This is an exercise that you have to do by yourself. Okay, try it again. Okay, thank you for watching this video. We will discuss another topic in the next class. Okay, thank you.